Hello and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. My name is Findog, and where we last left off, I had just reclaimed this ship from some marauders with the help of some corporate group, which name I can't remember, who are angry about a parking violation. I came in here, and the ship is now in my name. So, they'll probably get mad at me now for the parking violation. Thank you, Ada, for parking illegally. And the old Alex Hawthorne. But I am the new Alex Hawthorne, as far as the ship is concerned. But anyway, let's go confront this corporate space people. Hello?
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
I don't have a job. Really? After I patched up your friend? Get it all wrong. I'm a Starship Safety Inspector. I mean, I am... No, I didn't choose a Safety Inspector this time. Alright, I can attack them. Really? After I patched up your friend?
Yeah, fair point. Yeah, I'll let it go this time. If you're looking to help us out with our marauder problem, talk to Constable Reyes over in Edgewater.
I will.
Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
The crime scene? Oh, I guess this area. What is the crime scene? Okay. So they told me to go to Edgewater. Which I think is where the quest wanted me to go. Yeah, go to Edgewater for that. Don't have any botch quests. That's good. The Codex. Oh, here's the quest screen. So I guess this is Edgewater. Did that show up on my map? I guess I have the HUD turned off from when I was taking photos earlier. Gameplay. UI. Where I was taking screenshots for a thumbnail. Oh, there it is. What's that? Mushrooms? I wish I could like pick the fauna. What's over here? Oh yeah, I have a shotgun. Forgot about that. Okay. I guess I'll just follow this path. I think this is the path. Alright. Oh, there's the little moon guy. The little moon guy. Spacer's Choice. Oh, you're a marauder.
You hiding? You scared?
No, just be easier to murder you. Okay, that's very close range. Oh no. Alright, well, that was very messy. Might as well just loot everybody. Who are these? Residents. They killed innocent people. How dare they? So I guess there's gonna be more marauders farther ahead. That's my guess. The shotgun was kind of disappointing, to be frank. But I was also like a little bit ways. I don't see any other. Go up this hill. Okay. Don't see more marauders this way. Cool little area though. Too bad these roads don't show up on the path. I guess it's not really a road. What's that?
Whoa, hey,
Graves.
where'd you come from?
Hi.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
I know, I just killed some. How do you know I'm not a marauder? No, just pass it through.
Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
Low prices. Never got your name, I'm Finn.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you.
Corpses.
Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Fancy title for a
Hey,
gravedigger.
I earned that fancy title. Started off a lowly junior gravesite builder, then junior interment engineer. Oh, and I was a junior burial assistant for a time.
Nice. Corporate hierarchies.
Yeah?
Who can I... Must be in pretty bad shape if it's keeping you employed. Would we lose a lot of people to marauders?
Former people, yeah.
Former people.
Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the
Oh.
armed guards.
People are dead until the marauders are stealing them.
Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna duck my pay.
Of course they are. Town must be in pretty bad shape if it's keeping you employed.
You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague.
Plague.
But you'd be wrong. We're survivors.
It's a plague
Loyal
town.
company folk, brave in the wilds.
You're not worried about falling sick? I'm kind of worried about going in there now.
Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed.
Interesting. Who can I talk to about power regulator?
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office.
Reed
He's up in the
Thompson's.
tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Depends on a work. Are you offering a job?
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
So people rent the graves for their family. That sucks. You want me to collect what's owed to you? I can do that.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Why is Abernathy a special case?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Where can I find them?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery.
I
You'll
keep,
find
like,
him in
freaking
town.
out when this person
All except
stretches
Ludwig,
behind
that
them.
is.
In
He's
front
over
of
by the
graveyard.
landing pad.
Something else I wanted to ask you.
Yeah?
Have you heard any news about the
The
Hope?
colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. Is there a reason you asking?
Let's change the subject.
Something I can do for you?
How long have you worked here, Silas?
Yeah? Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20,
20,
30,
30, carry the one.
All my life, work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
Awesome. Well, let's get those fees for you, man.
I could really go for some salt tuna.
Salt tuna. Nice.
Huh? What? I wasn't dozing off.
Okay, sure. If you say so, dude. Nice little creek. Ooh, goes up to the river. That looks cool. Okay. Welcome to Edgewater. Let's put a little save right here. Transition to Edgewater. So I need to talk to the town leader, and I need to do the other things. Collect some fees for the gravestone. Ooh, experience. Alright, I guess I should talk to the town leader first. Hot meals, cold meals, live music when available, and salt tuna. 2 bits off.
They start asking you for some medicine, come tell me. I'll set them straight.
Okay.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Oh, is this a sick house? Alright, I guess that's the office I'm going to. Cantina. Is this the cantina? Yeah. Hello?
I've got some time.
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker.
Oh,
Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
that's very interesting of you. So long. Alright. Is there like a day-night cycle in this? Or is it just... I don't know, I feel like it was bright outside. But I don't know. Guess there's no receptionist here. Guess I'll just go straight up. Spacer's Choice.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Why aren't we having fish? Okay. So you're done.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was
She
given
did.
no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
I'll wait till you're finished.
You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct.
Disguise it.
My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
You must be the town. We can start with introductions. I'm Finn.
I'm Reed Thompson. outpost administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I don't work for Spacer's Choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repairs, and I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Let me guess, you want me to do something for you before you'll help.
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
Sounds like it's gonna screw some people over if I do that. When you say mostly abandoned,
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
I don't think these people will take too kindly to losing their power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness.
Will I, though?
The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters. Former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
None of this is my problem. I've seen Edgewater. I don't blame those workers for falling out. Or how can I help? Oof. I need the... What's this button? Oh, I can look at the history. Cool.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
How will I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
What if Adelaide doesn't want to come back? You're asking me to cut off power to an entire
I am
company.
asking you to help us survive. Edgewater needs more workers or we will collapse. We belong
So
to
many
one
moral
community,
dilemmas.
the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
I can't make any promises.
Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
Companion. Sure, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Alright. Ooh, companions. You've gained a companion. These are characters that join you in your adventure and help in a variety of ways. Companions prove combat support. Some people may require completing another quest for the Ellis issue.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Okay. Fine then. Let's go.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we
Well,
talk.
private. Hello. You look like taller than me. I think you are too.
Hey, mister, can we talk?
Yeah, I just
Sorry.
tried to.
Got a sec? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like
I'll
me.
tackle him.
It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Figures. He didn't strike me as an honest soul.
Oh,
Yeah.
he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says.
Interesting.
It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent.
Interesting.
She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. Alls I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
Wow. I guess, can't blame anyone for wanting to leave.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it.
Vicar.
Max, his name is.
Who's Vicar?
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
I agree with you.
Something you need?
Yeah. Oh, never mind. Guess I lost that opportunity. Okay. Here's the vicar. Salt tuna. So I guess this place just makes salt tuna for everyone.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make.
Damn.
Hey.
They got some strictness going on here. How do I get into the picture? Is it this way? Can't help but feel like I'm going the wrong way. I'll take that. Set the vicar. He's in there. How do I get inside there? Oh, I guess the door's wide open.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Is this like a church?
Our place in the universe is fixed.
Sounds like a church to me. Hello, vicar.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
Where is Oh, I wanted to ask him what the quickest way off town was.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
Oh, whoops.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you
Whoops.
in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in
sorry.
single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut the power to the Adelaide's
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
I believe it. What do you think of the group?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
I don't have intelligence, apparently.
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Alright. Well, that's kind of like what I was thinking about doing. Is it even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
And why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts.
Ooh.
I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
So is he like a inquisitor? Why would a vicar be after a banned heretical book? I assume you want to burn it?
What? No, I don't want to burn it. I would never. I mean, I just want to. Look,
He wants.
I have a very simple goal here. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Oh, what's inside it? Seems to me the authorities would be interested to hear that you're after this contraband text. I'm not going to go after him. Make a compelling
Glad we
argument.
see eye to eye. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakono
I can
handwritten
get
in the
through
lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
All right. Yes. He didn't really answer
Any
my
progress on
questions
that matter we discussed?
about the people.
Please get it.
I had something else I wanted to ask you.
What would you like to discuss?
Okay, never mind. Hello.
Something you need? You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
Then why did you want to talk to him?
The Vicar's about the only soul in the Vale who spends his time thinking on what is and ain't right. It's just that when he looks at me, I feel I'd disappoint him.
Let's get back to it. Alright, I guess let's, should I... Oh, it's must be brighter now. There must be a day-night cycle. Let's look for the grave people. So, let's see, one's over here. Who is this? Bill Stranger. Got to make people pay for their work. Oh, this is up to the offices. He's over here. Hello?
You're safer inside the walls.
I'm inside the wall, sir. I am collecting debts. Hello, sir.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
I'm guessing you're the foreman.
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you.
Gravesite fees. I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
Oh, I got you. These papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
That's kind of you, I guess.
I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart.
Oh.
Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me.
Damn.
Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
That's all you care about him was?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist.
Oh, that's why the receptionist
Between the two of us,
Damn.
I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Oh, so I guess I need to look out for my gun.
Eugene wasn't family.
Oh.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death.
Shit.
I'm the one who found him, you see. So
That sucks.
I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
You were the closest to the body, so you had to pay?
I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through.
Damn.
In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
Would have? She didn't?
Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide.
Shit.
All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me.
That's insane.
Eugene can rest his bones in peace.
I'm so like...
And the rest of us can
You're
get
the
on with our
closest
own
person
lives.
to the body, so you had to get... Oh, fuck this place. This place sucks. How do I get out? You had to pay... Man, what is this madness? Okay, let's go to Ludwig Miller. Oh, they're out of the town. Is this... Oh, she'll tell me which one's which. That local shows here. It's a door. Don't want to go out there yet. Okay, Martin or Conrad.
We
Go for
should have
Martin.
some better rations.
We should keep our voices down.
Man, this place is a shithole.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you?
No.
Oh, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken.
Am I gonna get
That's
sick
old
talking to this
Abernathy.
guy? This is who is a special case.
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
I'm here to collect your gravesite fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
What does he know?
I'm dying.
Oh.
I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
Here too.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious.
Then why am I talking to you?
It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
You're being paranoid.
I am? Law, help me. Paranoia is one of the plague's known symptoms.
Damn.
I'll pay your fees.
Okay.
I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
Okay, what you need help with? How can I help you, dude?
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me. I'll do what I
want to
can.
break in. I assume there's guards.
You will not find any guards within sight of that old
Okay,
place.
they're marauders.
Marauders, on the other hand. I have it on good authority. There's a gang of them squatting there.
Cool.
I advise stepping softly.
I shall step softly. Buy medicine.
I tried medicating myself with adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I can tell.
Cool.
Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health.
Oh, so
Company
if you
policy.
cost too much, you don't get medicine. That's bad. Okay. The company won't treat you because you're already sick.
More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough.
Damn. I've heard enough.
So you'll do it then?
Yeah, I'll get your medicine.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading.
I don't want to
it's in my spleen now. I can feel
Don't
it.
give me the plague. I'll get it. I'll get it for you.
Just keep your head down when you're in there.
Okay, yeah.
Marauders.
Cool. Goodbye. I'll get you some meds. I'll get you some meds, dude.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Where are you?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine.
Oh, you're the
Spacer's
actuary.
Choice
person I talked to
actuary.
earlier.
I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine.
Why?
Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
Yeah, symptoms of something you're saying it's psychomatic.
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive.
So?
How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
You're saying he's not worth saving. That's what you're
I
telling me.
probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Tell me. I have all
All right.
knowing.
Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
You need someone to smuggle you medicine under the table.
Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons.
What the hell do I do?
That's all I can ask of you.
I can give the medicine to Abernathy, or give the medicine for her, save Abernathy, or save younger, more agile people. Fuck this. I need to talk to Conrad in the barbershop. What madness am I gonna learn here?
I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
All right, thank you for the info, Conrad.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
So speaking of lawfulness,
So everyone says,
until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague.
I love how there's a plague.
I'm Conrad. You will report
Yes.
to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Cool. Well, since you're, you know, so lawful, where are your dues?
Gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair
Yeah, you
settlement.
are.
When I expire,
It's 'cause you use
I
so much
expect Silas to
disinfectant,
toss
dude.
my body into a ditch.
That's some quality drama, Conrad. Your audition. You have a very loose definition of the word prosperity.
Edgewater is built on the discipline and sacrifice of its people. Say what you will about our town, but we all pull together. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Hang on. Medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Close it. Just give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
So I have to come back and talk to you?
Yeah, huh?
Okay,
What can I do for you? Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
kind of.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon. And if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding
58%.
gangrene. Go ahead.
Okay, bye. Okay, what does it say I need to do for him? Might be worth mentioning this to Silas. Okay. So let's talk to Miller and Silas. Alright. Loading screen, loading screen. Alright, hello Silas. Where's Liquid? Way over there. I'll talk to Silas real quick.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this fella.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
Who's him?
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
I'm sorry, Parvati.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
Yeah, man. About those fees.
You run into any trouble?
Conrad says he can't afford to pay.
Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant.
Yeah, right.
Gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room.
Are you suggesting extortion, sir?
That's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
See, I don't want to like help one person to screw over another. Know what I mean? Okay, let's talk to Ludwig. Provided we can find them. Ooh, They're cute ones. Oh, there's some little sprats. What's down here? Is this the... No, this is like a dock. I was wondering if this is like the bio laboratory that they keep telling me I need to go to. It's the landing pad. This is where I was supposed to
When
park.
I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. Something you need? That's on account of how I never met her.
Never met your mom? I'm sorry.
It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception.
What is this company?
So when I was born, I got sent here.
What the hell? I missed so much in
sensible.
70 years.
Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
Damn. Okay, hello, sir.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon?
Nope.
Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
You okay? You seem confused.
I'm talking about mechanical, soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant.
Fires?
Clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be?
I think this
Cowering
guy is,
beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
might be a little, Silas at me. If your resistance needs a gun, I'm for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans, mostly. Some Spacer's chaw.
It's not Saltuna anymore.
Few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
Cool. Proper armies pay enlistment fees.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
Cool. Give me some money.
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
Sure, I'll do that. I got a question. No, Silas at me.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Yes, he has. He's asking for a little extra to help furnish the resistance with mechanical repellent.
Mechanical repellent? A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Here, I've been saving up a couple bits for just such a project.
2 bits. Got a question
Go
for you.
on.
I need some pointers. Never mind. Goodbye. Thank you, sir. What's this? Alright. Where are you? A workbench. Oh, okay. I haven't really shot anything. Well, I think this is going to be it for right now. And I shall be back. And next time, I will finish a small grave matter. And then find out this mechanical issue. Which is somewhere. I don't see his report thing. Did it not give me a quest? That was this one, the Mechanical Scout. Die, robot! Alright, so thank you much, everybody. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. You can also follow me on Twitch, and you can find a link down below.